Hi Dennis, here we are again, doing more solutions. What's on the agenda for today?
Well, today we're going to give a solution of the Iron Maiden. That was our puzzle that had a request for the solution. This is the Iron Maiden. However, before I demonstrate and show the Iron Maiden, I'd like to explain where the Iron Maiden came from. The Iron Maiden is based on one of our traditional designs, one of our designs that's of historic nature. We call it the Conestoga Playmate. And the Conestoga Playmate is a design that we found in a catalog of ironware put out by the Pennsylvania Farm Museum. Now, in their catalog, it shows the original puzzle that we based our Conestoga Playmate on. And the reason we call it the Conestoga Playmate is the wagons that headed west, the covered wagons that took our settlers to the west coast, were called Conestoga wagons. And we felt that the blacksmith that was making the Conestoga wagon would also be the gentleman that would have made that original puzzle.
So the kids would have something to do on their way out west in the back of the wagon.
That's right, sort of like the new version of the in-car video.
Okay, so we're going to start with doing the Conestoga Playmate first.
Yes, I'd like to explain how that Conestoga Playmate works first, and then I can explain how I've designed the Iron Maiden around the function of the Conestoga Playmate.
Okay, let's get started on that then.
Okay. Well, this is the Conestoga Playmate, and as the other solutions, we are going to read the solution, and then I'm going to demonstrate the moves.
Okay, so we're taking the ring off of this puzzle, and the first step to taking the ring off the puzzle is to fold the puzzle in half so that both halves are flat against each other.
So we're going to fold it the way it folds the flattest, meaning this will come to this place as opposed to that place.
Okay, so if you find that you're folding your puzzle and it does not fold flat, you folded it the wrong way. Simply flip it over in the other direction. Now what we're going to do in step 2, with the ring on the triangle, you have to slide both of them up to the hinge. This is figure 2 in our solution.
Now what we mean by sliding together means the ring must stay only attached to the triangle. They slide up either side of the puzzle to elevate it to the very top, which would be our figure 2 position.
Okay, could you turn that puzzle sideways so we get a view all the way around? That's great. That shows exactly what's happening there. Now the next step is to drop the ring over the hinge. Leave the triangle alone after you've dropped the ring over the hinge.
So dropping it over the hinge means to take it from the outside of the puzzle to the inside of the puzzle.
Now the triangle is no longer needed, so you just have to move the ring along the inside of the puzzle to the opposite hinge and lift it off.
So really, whatever side you go in, you follow it around until it comes around the other side and comes out. And we like to tell the young people that are playing with this puzzle that it's our cooperation puzzle, that it requires the cooperation of both the ring and the triangle to get things into the correct position. And that is the Conestoga Playmate.
Okay, before you put that away, Dennis, there's a cool thing that can be done with the Conestoga Playmate with a little bit of practice. Could you show that one-handed move that happens?
I think I could. We're going to give her a little flip. And without even looking at it, I'm going to jiggle this down to that position. I'm going to bring it around and catch that ring on my finger.
And you want to show that fancy shake trick that you do to put it back together, where you just flip it and shake it?
Drop it in and let it fall into place.
Okay, so now we know how to do the Conestoga Playmate. Let's move on to the Iron Maiden.
Now, the Conestoga Playmate is one that actually can be done without even being aware of how it was solved, just by holding it and shaking it. So what I tried to do was to take the concept of the Conestoga Playmate, add a little bit more to the solution, so that the solution then would be something that would require a little bit more of an exact positioning of the pieces. So this is the Iron Maiden, and once again we're going to read the printed solution and I'm going to demonstrate the moves.
Okay, we're going to hold the puzzle by the large triangle A, and then we're going to turn it upside down so that the large ring drops down to rest on small triangle C.
So this is A, this is C. turn it upside down, and allow the ring to go onto that triangle.
Okay. Fold the puzzle at the set of double hinges so that A rests flat against curved section B.
This is the double hinges, and it folds again the way it folds the flattest,
Okay, just like in the Conestoga Playmate.
just like the Conestoga Playmate.
Now you have to make sure that the ring stays on C, just like on the triangle of the Conestoga Playmate, and slide C up either side of B all the way to the hinge.
So we're going to come all the way up to the hinge.
Now we have a little move that we call here in the solution, close the door. Could you demonstrate that for us, Dennis, without me reading the solution? Let's
Yes.
just do the close the door part.
Yes, this is the door. The door is now closed.
Okay.
This would be figure 2.
Yep. Okay, now the ring can be slipped over the hinge on the side that C is attached to. Slide the ring along the curve of B to the opposite hinge.
So just like with the Conestoga Playmate, now it's going to come around to the opposite side.
Now we have the little move called to open the door.
And this is opening the door right there.
And now we can take the ring off. But before you take the ring off, look at the position of the puzzle so you'll know how to reassemble it when you start.
And as with the Conestoga Playmate, whatever side it goes in, it must continue around until it comes to the other side. So we're going to close the door, we're going to bring it around to the other side of the hinge, drop it back into place, and on it goes. Now this also gives a very nice demonstration. If you start with it in its original position, and once again allowing the weight of the pieces to manipulate the object ring to the point where it just comes out. So you'll notice that I did not touch the ring until it was time to take it off, and there again, did not touch the ring putting it back on. Gives a very nice demonstration.
I think so. Okay, so we've covered 2 puzzles now. We have the Conestoga Playmate and a more sophisticated version of that same puzzle called the Iron Maiden.
And remember, jiggle, don't force.
Until next time,